Hi, this is Becky Nunn with Nunn Design, guest designer for Beadaholique. This is a 4-part series of videos, and this one is part 3, creating a pigment colored sampler. In part 1, we learned how to make a mold that was designed to work with a pendant. In part 2, we learned how to then create that sculpted mold into the pendant itself, giving it a perfect register. And in this segment, we'll learn how to colorize and build out a sampler using colored pigment. What you'll need for this project are some empty cups. I've already pre-mixed a batch of the 2-part resin, and you'll want to have learned a good deal about resin and watched a video on that. You'll also need some color pigments, stir sticks, some toothpicks, some wet wipes, and some gloves. In a previous video, I showed how to texturize epoxy clay. These are some samples that I'd already created and that are now hard. What I'll be doing is adding the color pigment to the pre-mixed resin. I went ahead and poured it into various cups. What you can do is you can pour in a dot or two and then do your first piece. Then with the same cup, you can add more, and with the same cup, you can add more, and you can see how your different quantities of pigment will colorize your piece. I have a couple of little coffee stir sticks that I just cut into half so that I could use for colorizing my pigment. For the first sampler, and I'm actually going to double up on these, I'm just going to try a small 1 dot. And you're going to want to record like how much you're putting in there, so when you go to recreate this the next time, you'll know exactly what you did for each sampler. So as you can see, that 1 dot added a lot and changed that resin quite a bit. Now let's see what it looks like on the epoxy clay. If you're doing a lot of these, you want to mix up one with the white clay, one with a black clay, so you can see how the different resins and the different pigments affect each color of the clay. So that was more than I thought it would be, because that actually came out quite heavy the very first time. So since I'd already poured those other 3 cups, I could either dilute it by adding more resin to it, so basically I can work backwards. And thinning it out. Making it slightly lighter. Ideally, I would have put less pigment in the first time than that dot that I put, but you saw that that 1 dot was just a tiny bit. And then to go lighter and lighter, I would just add more of the resin. And that's how you can build out a sampler to see what the different colorants are going to look like on your epoxy clay. This is Becky Nunn for Nunn Design, guest designer with Beadaholique, on part 3 of the series, creating a pigment colored sampler using colorants and resin.